Hello, Tour fans, and welcome back to Tauros All Access. It's the Thursday edition Bismarck Series preview. Folks, we have a game tonight. Edward Nieman, joined alongside by Lauren Hill, as always. Lauren, it's rivalry weekend here at the Mesa Arena. Tauros and Bobcats get things started off on a Thursday night.
Yeah, this is our only Thursday night game so far this year, and the only one that we know of so far, unless the schedule changes there. We are very excited here. We've been getting ready all day for this lovely game. Just all amped up.
Yeah, and we hope to see everybody here in the building tonight. We've mentioned it before. We mentioned it again. It is a 7:05 puck drop tonight, so make sure to be here at the Mesa or tuned in on Facebook. You have the free audio on Facebook and YouTube Live, as well as the broadcast on NATV. But Lauren, we look at this series. Tauros coming off a weekend sweep last weekend against the North Iowa Bulls, looking to make the winning streak 4 tonight against this Bismarck team.
Yes.
Bismarck, we talk about undefeated, 11-0 entering this game. Kind of what's your feeling, I guess, Lauren, entering this series with these two teams that are kind of peaking at the same time?
I definitely think it's something to look at in the sense of, obviously, like you just said, Bismarck is 11-0. We are currently 6-3. But again, coming off of that weekend sweep, our momentum is high, and we're just focused on getting another weekend sweep this weekend. And I think it's just keeping that high mentality of it doesn't matter who you're playing a team, and any team can be beat.
Also, one thing that we've mentioned before, mentioning it again, it's a rematch of the NAHL Central Cup, where the Tauros bested the Bobcats last year. But that was in 4 games, so a 3-1 series victory in that one as the Tauros punched their ticket to the Final Four up in Blaine. But shifting gears back to this weekend, as we mentioned before, Lauren, Bismarck is 11-0. They're coming off of 3 straight weekends at home, so they're coming on the road for the first time in quite some time. And this place will get rocking, especially for a series against Bismarck.
Yeah, I've heard, again, I've never been here for a Bismarck versus Minotauros rivalry, but I've heard it is all the talk, especially because we are the 2 teams in North Dakota, and it is a fight for the state. Perhaps
one of the toughest tests that Bismarck has seen all year as well. They're coming off a series win over Watertown, Austin, and Minnesota before that. So as we move along in this regular season, we're often reminded that the Central Division is one of the toughest divisions in the NAHL, from top to bottom. So definitely excited to see more of that. Lauren, one thing, we talked about, we recorded the pregame earlier in the day for tonight, but one thing that we mentioned on that, just a little sneak peek, special teams, the Tauros penalty kill and power play unit really got going last week in North Iowa. How important do you see that in a game like today where the margins might be a little more slim?
I definitely think, so we have a higher average for converted power plays, which I think is going to help us in that category. In the sense that I believe I don't have a stat in front of me, but I believe we are first in the league, and they are 16th, from what I remember. So that is definitely a stat to remember and hope that we can continue that stat and increase that percentage even more. And definitely to look at how their defense has been performing. Obviously, they are 11-0. They have not lost a game, so their defense is doing tremendous, but as well as the fact that our defense is doing very similar and almost just as good.
Yeah, that's kind of, I think something we alluded to earlier, maybe a lower scoring game potentially tonight. Who knows? Good goaltending, good defense, but also 2 really good offenses as well. Just going back to the special teams, I guess I should have laid out the stats for you, Lauren, but 9 of 36, or I'm sorry, the Tauros are 25% on the power play, so it can't get much better than that. If you play, a season with a 25% power play unit, you're not going to lose a whole lot of games. So definitely the Tauros clicking on that. The power play unit for the Bobcats, 16%. So they're also moving at a very good clip to start the year. But a big weekend, like we mentioned, aside from tonight's game, Saturday is a big day here at Mesa Arena as well.
Yes, it is. So on Saturday, we were playing at 7:35. So unlike tonight, which Edward has already said, we were playing at 7:05, which is not traditional for the Minotauros, but that is what is happening today. So again, 7:05, if you hadn't bought your tickets, please still come tonight.
Yep.
We have tickets, and come see us. But yes, this Saturday we were playing at 7:35, but before that, we were having a trunk or treat event outside in the Mesa Arena parking lot at 5 o'clock, and we are so excited. I've never actually been to a trunk or treat event. I feel like it is a thing all around, but I believed before I got here that it was a Southern thing, and I am wrong about that. So I will be going to my first trunk or treat event this Saturday. I don't know if I'll be in costume. Hopefully Edward will maybe have a little costume, maybe a little Halloween spirit there. But please come at 5 o'clock. Bring candy, wear a costume, all the things, and literally go from trunk or treat to the game here. Just walk inside, wear your costume, no need to change. We want all the fun festivities for Halloween.
Yeah, and one thing too, like, you know, beyond Saturday and also tonight, like, we don't see these teams as often as we usually do. More teams in the Central Division now, so less opportunities to see your Tauros playing any particular team. So even more so reason why you should be here both tonight and Saturday. I'm in the same boat too, Lauren. I've never been to a trunk or treat before. I've heard that it's one of the biggest events of the year for the Tauros and just the community here in Minot, especially as, you know, we kind of get ready to go into hibernation for the winter. So I'm excited for Saturday. Trunk or treat, as Lauren mentioned, 5 o'clock in the Mesa Arena parking lot, but also tonight, 7:05. We want you in the building. The Tauros win tonight. They'll be in position for the sweep on Saturday. So we would absolutely love to have you here tonight cheering the Tauros on. But until tonight, for Edward Nieman and Lauren Hill, we'll say so long. Go Tauros, and we'll see you on Tauros All Access starting back on Monday of next week.